I first became involved with Echo Haiti in 2011, and actually Echo didn't exist at that point. Pastor Kenny had an opportunity offered to Northside to go on a medical mission trip.
Just packed a bag, not knowing anything really. And when I got there, I was surprised at the conditions of the country and how much hope and joy they had as well.
We had a great trip, and on the last day of the trip, we were told that we were going to go visit an orphanage. This was an orphanage that the doctors we had been working with had never been to. And we started setting up the clinic, and we started unloading the food, and a woman there just started crying uncontrollably, and we asked her what was wrong. And she said, well, we haven't eaten in 3 days. And I was up all night praying that food would come, and we didn't know you all were coming today, and here's food. And so, of course, we all began to cry, and it was just incomprehensible to us how so many people could be so hungry for so long.
After everyone went home, they agreed to supply money for food, and the very next year was the first year that anyone had spent any real time with the kids.
We knew that we couldn't change Haiti. We knew that we couldn't fix Haiti. But we thought if we could invest in the lives of those children that we had met, that maybe then they could invest in lives in future generations. So we came home and we started with a budget of about $5,000, and we started feeding the kids.
We chose the name Echo Haiti because we want our children to go out into their community and help spread some of what they've been taught.
So our vision for them is for them to be able to take their education, for them to take their relationships with the Lord, and to spread that throughout their community.
We have a school that we built a few years ago. When we started the school, there were 26 children going to school there, and now there's 106. We go several times throughout the year, and our kids' needs are constant.
If you can imagine putting 34 children in a 2,000 square foot house. One shower inside, one shower outside that offers little to no privacy. And so they are incredibly close together in their living quarters.
Our annual budget is about $35,000.
The gifts that we receive go down to Haiti. We don't use those gifts for our own travel needs. We don't use those gifts to fund our fundraisers. We use those gifts to give to the kids. If we were able to procure the land next door to their current orphanage, then we would be able to provide a much larger school that would in turn serve many more children in the city of Bon Repos. It would provide an academic school as well as a vocational school.
The land is $130,000 for the whole property, and then there's also some money that's needed for lawyers and taxes. So total we need $140,000, and that would just help us secure the land.
If you're interested in partnering with us financially or volunteering with us or traveling with us, the best way to keep up to date is to follow us on Facebook or to follow our website, which is echohaiti.com. Oftentimes people feel debilitated because they're not able to give large amounts. Haiti's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, so our American dollar goes a very far way.
$5 a day feeds a child. To us, $5 is not a lot of money, but it would mean so much to them.
When we first met the children in the orphanage, they were emotionally depleted, they were physically hungry, they were spiritually vacant. And as we were able to provide them with the security of food, the security of housing, and the knowledge that we would return time and time again and not abandon them, they started to dream, and they started to have hopes, and they started to share their visions of themselves with us. And while they started sharing those visions, it created an excitement in us that we recognize that they want to stay in Haiti and make their country amazing.
We will never be able to reach their community the way they themselves will be able to reach their people. We want them to know Jesus and to know who He is and know they are loved and created for a purpose.
And so anything that you're able to provide for us, we will take with the promise that we will amplify the hope for our children and that we'll amplify the voice of God down in Haiti.